First 2001 Breeders' Crown elimination. 3-year-old pacing fillies. Here they come. They're off and pacing, and Ma Bell Hall springs off the gate. Raging Heart leaving fast. Threads of Life along the inside. A Trace of Magic takes to the inside from fourth. Lady MacBeach on the far outside. Turn It On is in between fillies going on. Catch a Wish is third from last. Pleasure Chest is going to race from eighth. And the trailer to the first turn will be Lady MacBeach, Ma Bell Hall, and Stefan Bouchard crossed over from post 8 and open 2 into the first turn. Threads of Life sits along in second. Racing in the 3-hole, that's Raging Heart. A Trace of Magic is fourth. Turn It On set in from fifth. Gothic Lady along the inside is six-back, just ahead of Catch a Wish. Pleasure Chest is eighth, and still trailing to the backside was Lady MacBeach, 25-4. Ma Bell Hall has Bouchard throttling down her speed. Threads of Life bravening up in second. Raging Heart, well, that's almost flat in the bike on that one in the 3-hole. Staying to the inside was A Trace of Magic. Turn It On is first over and on the advance. There goes Gothic Lady, second over into the top 6 ahead of Catch a Wish. Pleasure Chest, Lady MacBeach trailed 57-1 the half, 31-2 second quarter. Ma Bell Hall is the leader on to the final turn. Coming first over was Turn It On. Threads of Life in the pocket. Gothic Lady spotted second over into the top 4. Raging Heart guards position along the inside in that top 5. Catch a Wish is sixth outside. A Trace of Magic looking a little trapped in from seventh. Pleasure Chest, eighth on the outside. And trailing, turning for home was Lady MacBeach. Ma Bell Hall, Turn It On to the outside, trying to pick up second. Threads of Life along the inside is in the pocket. Here comes Turn It On, readying to chase Ma Bell Hall off 3/4 of 126-1. It's the Breeders' Crown. 3-year-old pacing fillies, first elimination. Campbell looking for a big upset here at 20-1, and he looks to have it with Turn It On. Last rush coming. Raging Heart. No, Raging Heart got it on the line from Turn It On. 3 across for the 3rd, 4th, and 5th positions. Ma Bell Hall, Gothic Lady, and Pleasure Chest. Raging Heart, and will that pull it out at the end in 54-1. His 3-year-old bay filly from Vagabond Heart, owned by Jeffrey Snyder of New 154-1 for Raging Heart in the 7th. From Woodbine Racetrack in Toronto, the 2001 championship final of the Breeders' Crown. 3-year-old pacing fillies, and they're off. And Bunny Lake came rushing right off the wings of the gate. Cathedra.com is looking to dive in from second. Ma Bell Hall will be relegated to third. Crossing over the far outside is Sand Slickerish going on. Ma Bell Hall is on a break, and dropping in neatly from fourth will be Northern Accord to get a good early seat. Raging Heart is along the inside. Now fifth into the first turn. Castanet Hall is sixth. Ma Bell Hall landed back down pacing ahead of Pleasure Chest, Gothic Lady, and Turn It On was 10th and last away. Moving up on the outside to challenge Bunny Lake and trying to cross over is Sand Slickerish. Sand Slickerish has overtaken Bunny Lake, and Miller seizes the moment. He's moving to the outside with Cathedra.com. Lots of drama early in this one. The quarter was in 26 seconds flat. There goes Cathedra.com over Sand Slickerish. Bunny Lake and John Stark Jr. tips her right back out. 2 more lengths to Northern Accord, racing along in fourth. Raging Heart is fifth. Castanet Hall from sixth. After the early break, Ma Bell Hall landed back down pacing from seventh ahead of Pleasure Chest. Then along the inside to Turn It On, and Gothic Lady trailed. 54-4 was the half. Bunny Lake again up front. Cathedra.com is second. Sand Slickerish third. Here comes Raging Heart to the outside. Northern Accord stayed in from fifth. Castanet Hall sixth on the outside. There goes Ma Bell Hall, seventh on the outside. Just ahead of Turn It On, Pleasure Chest, and Gothic Lady. Bunny Lake turns for home. She passed 3/4 in 124-1. It was a more moderate third quarter of 29-2. Bunny Lake, second time on the lead. She's in the lane now in her Breeders' Crown 3-year-old pacing fillies final, and it appears there's no bottom to this lake. Bunny Lake is going under some urging. Cathedra.com comes to the outside, but Bunny Lake has done it again. She's deeper than an ocean. Bunny Lake wins the Breeders' Crown over Cathedra. Ephedra.com. Then back to Raging Heart against Pleasure Chest, Bunny Lake, all the way in 152-4. Return to the Woodbine winner's circle. The Breeders' Crown 3-year-old pacing fillies champion of 2001, Bunny Lake, by Precious Bunny from Lake Nona. Bred by Peter Heffring of Port Perry, Ontario. Owned by W. Springtime Racing Stable of Johnstown, New York. Trained and driven to victory by John Stark Jr. That's 17 wins in 19 starts this year. Bunny Lake captures the Breeders' Crown in 152-4.
I know that one gentleman who wants to give his horse a big round of applause is John Stark Jr. because Bunny Lake has been absolutely fantastic. John, what's the key to her consistency, not only her speed?
Boy, I wish I knew. I have no idea how she does it week after week, traveling, and she just shows up every week.
She also had a real test tonight because of all the changes in lead early on in this race. Were you concerned at all by the pressure that you had to withstand early on?
Well, at the start it looked good, and then Dubé come out of there, and then I was trying to let him go, and then she starts grabbing on, and she just didn't want to give up the lead that quick. And then I knew as soon as I give the lead, I was Dave Miller was going to pop out of 3-hole, but I wasn't worried because I knew once he cleared, I cleared, because I see that we had enough. There was a big gap behind him, so I wasn't worried about getting trapped in.
You're picking up your first Breeders' Crown win here, not only as a driver but also as a trainer. How gratifying is it for you to be able to do both for this very talented individual?
Well, for her to go this long, and I would have never figured she'd be this sharp at this time of the year, and you know, it's just amazing that she can keep doing it.
And John, I want to ask you also that the horse has raced through the state of New York, and you've kept her fresh in spite of the fact that she's had so many challenges throughout the year. What more can you ask from this filly, and what can we expect to see from her in the future?
Well, we'll probably race her next Saturday at the Meadows, and then the following 2 weeks at Northfield. But as long as she keeps going the way she is, we'll just keep racing her.
Well, racing fans are certainly enjoying a treat by watching Bunny Lake, and congratulations to John Stark Jr. That's 16 consecutive wins for this filly.